5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love YouTube. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? It's your boy, it's your guy, it's your man, it's your host, all of that. WJ. I'm back at it again with another one. Man, this time we are going crazy. We are dialing pre-foreclosure leads. Yes, you heard it here first. We are dialing pre-foreclosure leads. I'm live at Capital One Cafe in the Domain. I had to step outside because it's crazy noisy in there, but I wanted to get on here and just start calling leads, man. Prospects rather. They're not leads yet, but I just pulled a list. I was talking about this the other day, how to make 10 to 50, whatever, in the next 30 days. But more importantly, man, like, I don't really want to focus on that. I'm really trying to come out here with a servitude mindset and try to, like, if I can help somebody get out of a situation, man, that's a win, okay? That's more of a win for me than I can ever imagine making money right now. So, okay, I'm calling them right now. Hopefully y'all can hear it. 1 second.
8322.
All right, we're gonna double tap skis. I'm gonna leave a message on the, only when someone is like confirming that it's them on their voicemail. Otherwise, I'm gonna just make it generic voicemail and just say, "Hey, John, call me back. This is Winston. Call me back." I'll leave my phone number. Hey, Paul, how you doing? This is Winston. Give me a shout here, Winston Johnson. Can you give me a shout back? Myself, 51. All right, y'all. It's like terrible conditions, like trying to do this right now. I got my laptop out here in the rain. Well, it was raining. Hopefully y'all can. There we go. Okay, that's better. Now I can move freely. I'm operating on the laptop while I'm talking to y'all. Left voicemail. Okay, so what's the deal right now is I'm calling out on some pre-foreclosure leads. These guys, as I'm pulling up the next number, have an auction date coming up of Tuesday, February 4th.
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted or is unavailable.
Uh-oh. All right, let me try one more time. Double dial. So,
The service you're attempting to use has been...
hold on. So far I've made like 4 or 5 calls. Damn.
We're sorry, you have reached the number
And I had a really good conversation with this last one before of course I hit record too late, but he was basically, the way it went, he picked up, I said, "Hey, John, how you doing?" He said, "Hey, who are you?" I said, "Yeah, man, this is Winston." And I said, I always give him my first name, then I'll say my first name, last name to bring a little level of professionalism. I said, "This is Winston Johnson." I came across the property on Copperleaf Road. I came across the property on Copperleaf Road online. Looks like the bank might be causing some grief, and I'm just calling to see if there's anything I can do to help. And then he was like, yeah, well, we got it all straightened out. We gotta, let me see, disconnect, this go. He said, we got it all figured out, and we basically got a lawyer. I got a lawyer on it, and I said, "Oh, okay, great. I'm so glad you're taking action, man. Okay, so you got everything figured out, right?" And all I do,
calling is not available. Please try again.
man, I'm calling and they're not picking up. Of course, some guys are just, I mean, they may be behind on some bills and their phones included, right? So you never know. Just everyone's going through different situations. But anyway, so he was like, "Yeah, man." I just repeated what he said, and then he opened up. That's all I did. I repeat the last few words that they say, and then they open up, and he's like, "So, is it still showing for sale? Is it still coming up for sale?"
Hello?
Hey, am I speaking with Michael?
No, sir. He no longer has his phone number.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Thank you.
No problem.
Yep. I was gonna try to challenge that. Sometimes they be ducking and dodging. So this is a March 4th auction date. So I'll just say, gentleman picked up claiming he no longer has this number. So what I can do too is sometimes you can when you got stuff like that going on, you can always go to the next of kin, or you can go to a relative, a neighbor. Like, I got a way I can pull up neighbors, though. That's crazy. That may or may not be a good thing, but for the most part is creative. You know what I'm saying? But what I was trying to say was hold on. Caitlin? He was wondering, like, you still see one for sale? I said, yeah, man. Y'all can't hear the number. Voicemail box full. I'll double tap. And he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, I still see it. It's coming up on my end for auction date of next week, man. So I just want to make sure that you know your options. We aim to stop foreclosures. Like, you gotta say that. You gotta say that we aim to stop them, and that we are here to help provide your different options. And I have. Yes, hi. Am I speaking with Caleb? Hey, how you doing? This is Winston. I'm sorry, I was calling out the blue here, but I came across the property online here for Canyonside Trail, and was just simply wondering if there's anything I can do to help.
Yeah, thanks. It should be reinstated, so
Oh yeah.
it should be dealt with.
Okay. Perfect. That's my number one option that we try to go with there out of 5 different options. So that's awesome. So it's gotten reinstated. Everything is caught up.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
okay, perfect. Should I call back and check back and be maybe a backup resource in the future?
No, I think we're okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. You have a good day.
All right. Okay, goodbye.
Alrighty. Yep. So she had caught me off guard. A lot of them will, but because I'm in the middle of talking to y'all and trying to call at the same time. But anyway, she said that she's gotten everything reinstated. She had a Tuesday, February 4th auction day. Today is what's the day? Wednesday. So this is a hot spot, a hot time to call these. A lot of these. I was talking about this on the last video. You call them like the week before. She said hold on. No, that one was pretty cool. She was actually like, hey, Winston, thanks for calling. Like, she was nice that I cared to try to help. Like, she received that. And I can appreciate that she received it. All right. So I just it's so funny when you take action, when you do stuff, you figure out stuff along the way. But what I just did just now, I left a voice message that was like, it was one of those, like, I tried to pull in the hook, and I said, hey, this is Winston calling. I was calling about I didn't say what I was calling about. I just said I was calling about a sale that I see online that I'm looking to help stop. Give me a shout back. Left my number. So this is a condo. I think this is a condo. All right, on to the next. So I got some leads or prospects in here too that have already passed the auction date.
Hi, this is Audrey. Sorry I missed your call. Leave me a message and I will return it.
That's a different name than what I got here. I put NA. But yeah, sometimes like the data that I'm pulling, it's not the best, to be honest. I know I can get better data, but it's hit or miss too, because sometimes, even though like this the January auction date, right, was January 7th, and a lot of them still pop.
Hello?
Hello, hi. I'm calling for Justin, please.
Wrong number.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. Somebody must have been already calling, but yeah. So I was trying to say, the data don't always be the best, but you can still work with it, and sometimes they still need your help. Like they still might like I said, like the different options that they go through, right? Going through loan modification, through an attorney, filing different stuff to make the court stop, right? The sale, like, is only a band-aid to the situation. Damn. Okay. Double tap. Double tap much? What number was that? 0730. That's the thing that pop up. Okay. So basically, it's like, you just because the auction date passed, don't mean, you know what I'm saying, that. Because another thing too. Damn. Oh, okay, that's just a bad number. Bad. Another thing too is, like, I just saw somebody trying to sell me a pre-foreclosure lead last week,
The service you're attempting to use has been restricted.
and the recording auction date was May of 2024, right? So that's another thing. It's like, okay, it's like no for now, or it's like a silent checkup. Like, even though, like, she was like, it's okay, you don't have to check back on me, like, on the low. I probably will anyway, you know what I'm saying? But I won't be like a douche about it, or I won't be a huge bother. And that's another thing I meant to say. Hey, I don't want to be a bother. I just want to be a resource. Shout out to Michael Frank. Man, he's the underrated GOAT on this. He's got me pumped on these pre-foreclosures, man. So I'm about to be going ham. February foreclosure month, man. That's my new challenge. So we're gonna get it in.
86069.
Hey, how's it going? This is Winston. I was calling for Brittany regarding a sale that I may see happening here online that I'm looking to help stop. Please give me a shout, 512. That was really, really low. I think that was her. Hi, Victoria. This is Winston. Give me a call here. Can you give me a shout? I'm at 512.
Dialed is not in service.
I will say though, it's important to call the ones that's taking precedence first, right? Obviously, the ones that are in auction next week are in dire need to get serviced ASAP, right? So we want to make sure we can jump on them first if we can. Landline. Yep. So let's see. Yep. Oh, okay. Whatever that was. So yeah, we got like a ton of them here from. I'm. Oh my goodness, it was so many of them in January, man. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it was an overwhelming amount in January, y'all, that I just straight missed the boat on here. But they come out every month. Sometimes in other states and counties, every day. And I'm not just working Texas either. Matter of fact, that reminds me, I need to go ahead and roll that Michigan campaign out, because I got a Texas and a Michigan, and then hopefully a Cali campaign. I'm working on, there's a triangle going on here, so I'm trying to work all three markets, but not overwhelm myself and do the most. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, got boots in all grounds on those locations. So some of these numbers too, guys, are like relative. Like a relative phone number. So I gotta watch out for that. Like, if somebody's like, oh, it's the wrong number. Like, the way I got it set up is it's a first name, last name column, but the last name column is going to have two names in there. Yep. See, that's Joe.
At the tone, please record your message.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one.
Recording, you may hang
This
up
is
or
next to
press
Ken.
1 for
Been restricted or is unavailable.
So guys, what's crazy, man, I realized, you know what's funny? So there was a foreclosure deal that I did, right? Like back in I think it was 2022 or something. And I low-key almost kind of lost money on that. Did we? No, we broke even on it. Broke even, I believe. Yeah, just got the bread back because I learned so much on that one deal. And it was super tedious. I think it was like basically tuition. I'm gonna have to pack up here because I gotta go get my baby boy. So, but let me just kind of share briefly my experience, and then I'm gonna do a whole video on this, but I just want to highlight a couple things. So, notice I said I broke even. I didn't make any money on it, but the education that I got on that deal was priceless. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much, man, and I was so enthusiastic and got like this high from completing the deal, like from helping the seller and exhausting different options. At the time, I think we was like going over 7 or 8 options. Just, it was crazy. But now it's like, let's narrow it down to like 5 or less, because we don't want to just go overwhelm mode, right? But you know, so to stop a foreclosure from happening, from proceeding, right? You can do that. There's ways you can do that, right? I talked about it in the last video, but one of those ways was filing a TRO. Whether the seller files it or we as investors that's trying to help file it. And I don't highly recommend you doing that as an investor, but unless you just got all your ducks in a row and you know what you're doing. But apparently we thought, you know, we thought we could come in and just say, hey, we'll take care of it. You know, we got an attorney to file. This was way out in Midland, Texas. So this was 2, 3, 4, 5 counties up the road. You know, outside of Odessa, all that area. So anyway, shout out to Kevin Cho, man. I sold that deal to Kevin Cho. So that was back when I first met him. But anyway, it was crazy that we paid a lawyer here to file that, and coming to find out, we didn't even need him. Like we didn't need him because he couldn't get a hold of the judge. The way he filed it, it was just like too late, and it was just like we just had to move on because we were like crunched for time, and we didn't want to leave this seller just hanging, because that's very much so what we could have did, but like our name on the line, we're not about to do that. So anyway, long story short, filed the TRO, paid the $2,000. It was like $2,000 in file, and the seller didn't come out of a dime for that. And then that didn't work, so it was like literally was on the 23rd hour trying to stop this thing, and it was like that Tuesday at like 10 a.m. or was it 9? I think it was 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. And y'all listen, I tell you, I pulled some strings. I literally went on YouTube. I typed up how to stop foreclosures quickly at the last minute. Your boy Chris Haskins popped up. Shout out to you out there. I think he was in the VA doing his thing with foreclosures, man. I looked up how to do it with him. I did exactly what he was talking about in that video, just a couple tweaks. Obviously, we out in Texas, so it was a little different, but and then I literally, like, we kept hitting refresh. I went through the whole process with the seller on this. Click refresh, click refresh, click refresh. And it was just like, oh shit, the sale is still on. She's still gonna get foreclosed. Oh my God, what we gonna do? Literally, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I got a screenshot to this day. Like, the time was like 9:57 or 9:58 or something like that. It was so close, and it said postponed. The auction date was postponed. So we bought time. When it's usually postponed, it's like you buy another 30 days or more or whatever. It kind of varies different county to county, but man, it was such a relief. And then we finally we bought some time, and then we was able to, you know, try to help assigned the deal to another investor. The deal was getting skinnier and skinnier and tighter for some reason. It's just like we thought it was worth more than it was, and you know, the needed so much work. When somebody finally went out there and took a look, it was just like, damn, we way the hell out, like 5 hours away from there. So we didn't have no boots on the ground. We were just relying on just a cell phone and just whatever resources we could at the time. So anyway, that deal ended up closing, but like I said, like for $2,000. So we basically made our money back that we spent on the lawyer. And like it was the longest process, and it was just like, it was so tedious, and it was just like gut wrenching. But at the same time, I had to think like, man, you know what? That deal was worth it, man. Like to not make no money, but to learn that much game, like it's priceless. And helping the seller at the same time. She move on with her life. She don't got to worry about this foreclosure on her credit and all that. So anyway, I gotta get up out of here. It's your boy. Holla back. Y'all be good. I love y'all. You can't do nothing about it. Dare y'all do something about it. Meantime, between time, y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Stay by the best. Stay blessed by the best. Proceed with the procedures of the proceedings. Let's get it. Take action. Peace.